I hope that the Grizzlies and even the best players on the Grizzlies teams mimic some of these things that the Oklahoma City Thunder do. The teams like
Yeah,
the Knicks and the Pacers. The I said this on the show. I hope that they get a little bit more corny about basketball, like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander does. Like people make fun of him; he's a weirdo. Jalen Brunson, he's a goofball. Tyler Halliburton, he's a little weird. They're a bunch of little cornballs. Man, I want the Grizzlies to adopt that mentality of we're just all about basketball, man. Like we're just gonna hoop.
yeah.
And let the being cool, let the other stuff, let all that nonsense just fade away, and just
Yeah.
be about the hoop,
It
right?
it's that's why I was so hesitant to blame any one of them players all year, because all year long you saw your superstar seem like he didn't care about playing basketball.
Right?
And that's where the blame lied for me.
Yeah.
Too many times do you see players in the NBA take games off, take weeks off, don't put forth 100% effort when they do play. And you look and you saw the four teams that made it to the conference finals, all of them played basketball all year long.
Yeah.
They just did. And they were about the right stuff. If basketball was first, and I'll never be the guy that says, "Oh, you're too nerdy about basketball, weirdo." Like, if you're good, you're good.
You're
Do
good.
what you
You're
got to
good.
do.
Yeah.
If that means that Ja Morant turns into Halliburton so that he unlocks it, then fine. But if that also means that Ja just shuts down and doesn't talk to anybody and turns into a hermit, but comes out 82 games next year and is first team all defense and we're in the Western Conference Finals, then that's great too. Just
Yeah.
whatever you've got to do to unlock that in your own head, you've
Yeah.
got to do it.
I think you hit the nail on the head. Daniel said this. He said 12 has to step up and be a professional. And he may need a vet to show him the way. We've tried that. It didn't work. Right? Like the Grizzlies tried it and it didn't work. Right? And
Well, I
I
will
think
I will change that for a minute. Like, I don't think, like, in year we're going into year 8 with Ja, right? 7,
he's the
8.
vet now. He's the
He
vet.
he is the vet, but we may have to start asking the question, like, he may be the best player on this team, but maybe we have to bring in a long-term leader. But it's not to show Ja the way, but it's you bring in somebody that just has the ear of the locker room and that Ja has to listen to. But that has to be a permanent fixture, not a 1 year. Let me teach you something, because you're right. We have tried that and he bucked it.
I think the
So
scary part is, Drew, is that I think that this whole conversation around someone showing him the way, I don't think he's searching for the way. I
right.
the Grizzlies
No,
and
I agree.
I think Grizzlies and Grizzlies fans have to put all of our eggs in Ja Morant's basket, and I
Yeah,
think that
of
is a
course.
risky investment at
No,
this point.
but you've got to do it,
But you
and you
have
will
to.
do it,
You have
and
to.
you will be happy about it. Um, yeah. So Daniel does respond back. Has to be a vet that Ja wants. Any vet doesn't have to work.
Derrick Rose was his favorite player growing up. His favorite player
Yeah,
growing up.
but the thing with Derek and with Marcus Smart, it I believe that the vet that you bring in has to lead by example, and it has to be in games. Like, a practice vet is not a vet that's going to be listened to. Derrick Rose, you know, he was not built to play in the NBA anymore. Marcus Smart couldn't stay healthy. And then it becomes a guy in street clothes telling Ja, who's playing, "Hey, don't do that." And who's going to listen to that guy? It's got to be a guy that can lead by example too,
Yeah.
and it's got to be a guy you can trust, which takes out guys like, bringing back Jay Crowder, because Jay Crowder can't play anymore.
No.
Solomon Hill can't play anymore. Yeah, I mean, I don't even
Well,
know if he's played
that
in
was
all the last 2
that was
years, but
8 years ago with Ja Morant. Like I legitimately I'm at the point where I go, listen, that for this team to be a contending team, the best players have to be the vets on the team.
yeah,
And I don't think I don't think we're on this timeline anymore of like let Ja and Jaren and Dez kind of grow into this leadership role and bring in these old vets around them to teach them the way. I think that was 3 years ago, and Zach Kleiman blew past that, right? Like
that's true.
he blew
That's true.
past that. like didn't do those things, didn't make that happen. He doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down on youth, kept bringing young guys underneath Ja, Dez, and Jaren. So that timeline is done. Like that's done. Like that, I think that timeline is over. Now it's about the vets being your best players if you want to truly contend. And so the question you have to ask yourself, and I'm not saying that this is the right move or that this is going to be a successful move for the Grizzlies. I'm just saying it's the reality of the situation that now with this team to be a contending team, Ja, Dez, and Jaren have to be the vets on this team. The question is, can they do it? And I have my doubts. On it.
Me too.